Hi, I'm Cat Navarro Lee with IdeateTV, and I am here with the filmmakers from the documentary Unbroken. I've got Beth, Doug, and Josh, and I wanted to ask you about your documentary, which I know is about something very powerful.
Unbroken is about 7 Jewish siblings who were hidden for 2 years outside of Berlin during the Holocaust. The youngest of the 7 siblings is my mom. So it's a deeply personal story, and these guys have helped me bring this story to life, the vision that we had for it, and we're getting it out into the world now.
That is a very deeply personal story. Now, ever since you were younger, was this marinating in your head that this is a story that you wanted to share with others?
That's actually a great question. I mean, I've been fascinated by what little pieces I knew of it since the age of 6, quite literally. But in 2017, an experience happened when I realized that no matter what, I had to tell it. It became something much bigger than I am, much bigger than my family. And I knew that it was a story that if I didn't tell it right now, it would get lost forever.
And Doug and Josh, how did you guys get involved with the project?
Yeah, Beth and I met through our friend Ken, and I was so drawn to the project, as Beth mentioned. It's so personal to her, but Beth's ability as a director to take the personal and make it global and make it urgent, right? I think this is a story literally today more than maybe ever before needs to be heard and preserved and shared. And so my work as leading animation and production teams was so honored. It was an easy choice to want to plug in and help my now dear friend bring this story to the world.
Yeah, Beth's an old friend, and when I saw like a rough cut of the movie, I knew she had something special, and I wanted to see her like have it reach its like fullest potential. So I jumped on board, and she's done an amazing job, and it's a film that everybody should see. Really important right now.
No, I'm sure you've shared with us with your family. What are their thoughts on something so personal?
They've been incredible. You know, my family is not one that really wears their hearts on their sleeves. Once they came to this country, they put everything in the past behind them. They did not ascribe the labels of refugee or displaced person or Holocaust survivor into their everyday world. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but that's just not what their choices were. And now that we've brought the story forward and we've really unpacked it in a way that celebrates the incredible upstanders along the way who helped them survive, who stood on the right side of history, they're very, very proud of it.
As they should be. And like you were saying, in this climate, the story is so important. What were some of the roadblocks you faced while you were making the story?
Oh my God.
I mean, maybe, I know there's so many, but maybe just one that comes to the top of your head.
Oh, geez, a roadblock. I mean,
because you've obviously overcome it, so congratulations.
You do overcome things. Like, I mean, I don't know, what can I say? I'm thinking of some that I probably shouldn't even tell on camera. But I think the hardest part for me is that this is my directorial debut. Thank you. And everything that I did in the film was brand new. I had never, ever done it before. So in terms of roadblocks, it was constantly, and I was very, very willing to be the new kid on the block that was more than happy to ask questions. How do you do this? Like, I don't know how to do this. How do you do this? And so truly having experts around me that have done this many, many times shepherded me through the process. So roadblocks were not just daily, they were like several hours of the day, often, and you never knew which one was going to hit you in the face.
And what do you guys hope for this film after this festival?
I think that the medium of cinema and just the power of telling stories is such a vital component to our society. We all love to have stories told to us. And this is a story that I think people experience. So once they experience it, I believe that people kind of jump out of their seats and they want to do good in the world. They are inspired to become the best person that they can possibly be.
I think that's the essence of all good stories, that we leave feeling touched and it makes us think about life a little bit differently. I couldn't help looking at your beautiful necklace. Do you want to say something about your jewelry?
I absolutely do. I mean, so this first necklace was given to me at a fundraiser by a friend of mine who knew that I wore a Jewish star every day, but I went to the University of Michigan, and so did he, and so did Josh. Go Blue. And so he put a block M in there. I thought, that was pretty clever. So I've been wearing this in honor of that. But really what I want to talk about is this dog tag which is from the Nova Festival exhibit. And this is, I believe it says "We will dance again." We have hostages in Gaza right now that have how many days? Over 250 days. This is unreal to me that in 2024 we have hostages, that we are at war like this. It's unacceptable, and it's not what human beings were intended to do on this planet. We are intended to bridge the divide and be inclusive and talk to each other like human beings. We value life. So this dog tag I will not take off until every hostage is released or rescued or, God forbid, is recognized by their family so they can have a sacred burial. But I really stand with Israel 100%, 101%, and I believe that most of our community understands that if we were to back off what we're doing right now, what would happen then? So we have to stand up for what is right in the world. Doesn't mean I agree with Israel's policies at all. There are many things about Israel's policies that I don't agree with, but I do believe in the sanctity of human life and in trying to talk to other people so that you can cohabitate together as neighbors.
And I believe your story will help give a personality to a very, for those events. People want to know someone like on a more personal level, and film lets you do that. How can people find out more about your film and maybe follow you, find out more about you guys?
Please follow us at Beth Lane Film on Instagram or Beth Lane Filmmaker on Facebook. We're on Twitter. We're on LinkedIn. You can go to our website, bethlane.com, sign up for our newsletter. That's the best way. We will be touring the country for the next 8 months. So come out and let other people know in other cities where we are. Just fill the theaters and come see a film together in a community.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Cat with IdeateTV, thank you.